Hey everybody, welcome to another video. This video is going to be raw from the heart, a video really that I've never really posted before, a topic that is I guess everybody has gone through at least once or twice. That's about relationships, heartbreak, dealing with breakups. That is the reality of my situation, and I just recently went through a breakup 3.5 weeks ago. And I thought it would be important to share a couple things about it and just a little bit of, of what I went through, just so that maybe if you're going through the same thing or have been through the same thing, or if you're watching this in the future, maybe some of it could help you out. So in this video, please stay tuned to hear the story. Okay, so as most of you may know, my name is Marissa Romero. Typically on this channel, I'm talking about making money online. I'm talking about technical things, sales funnels, email marketing, but today is going to be different. It's not going to be tutorial based. It's going to be pretty personal and just something that I think I should share with you guys, and I think it's important for me to kind of just let things out, let things go, share my story. I recently got out of a year-long relationship. Some of you may have heard of my ex-boyfriend before, but we're both entrepreneurs. We dated for over a year. We traveled the world together most of 2018. We even came here to Medellin, Colombia, and it was an amazing relationship. I learned a lot of things about myself, a lot of things about him. I have nothing but great things to say. But it came really to a point where, for me, I saw my life going into a little bit of different direction, and that's why, 3-4 weeks ago, I had to end the relationship, and it was an extremely hard thing to do. The day of, my heart just dropped. My stomach felt like in knots. It was hard to breathe because I knew what I was going to have to do. And I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been very heartbroken, and I've broke hearts. It sucks. It sucks either way. It really does. The day it happened, we talked and we met and talked in person. It was probably a 10-minute conversation, and at the time I couldn't really show any emotion. I felt very numb. It almost didn't feel real. When the conversation ended, he, walked home to our apartment that we had been living in together. And by the time I got home, 4 hours later, he was gone. And when I walked in and he was gone, my heart dropped, just fell to the floor. And I started crying like a baby. I cried, I cried, I cried. I cried for the next 4 days, and yeah, reality set in, and I'm just like, wow, what have I done? Did I really make the right decision? And it sucks. I couldn't eat, I could not sleep. I definitely could not do anything business-wise. I probably worked 30 minutes a day for about a week because I couldn't do anything because I was depressed. So I guess now that I've had some time to reflect, and that it's not so many months in the future, I just kind of wanted to share my immediate thoughts with everybody. And those are, it's hard when you go from being a pair, a couple, and being on your own, because everything of your life involves somebody else. What do they want to do? What do they want to eat? What are they sad about? You're emotionally connected, and when the relationship ends, it's wow, it's having to readjust your whole life to just being you and going back to enjoying your alone time and loving yourself and making sure that you are good on your own. I think one thing that people go through when they break up is they start to blame themselves for being with, you know, that person, or start to, you know, blame themselves on things that went wrong. You know, they see it maybe as a waste of time or waste of effort. But for me, and typically that was me in the past, but for me this time, there was a lot of reflecting going on. There was a lot of memories that I appreciated a lot, and it was more so like gratitude, and showing gratitude for the times that we spent together, for the things that we taught each other. And for the first time after this relationship, I felt different. I didn't feel so alone. I mean, I was physically alone, but I didn't feel alone. Like, I didn't feel like I had to go jump into a new relationship and start going on dating apps and all this other stuff. I felt as though I was okay with being alone. And it's kind of a weird thing to explain, but I almost felt like I didn't feel like I needed somebody or some people or friends or family in my life right away. I felt at peace with being alone. And the same thing as far as like a relationship with a guy, I feel now it's like, yes, the one is out there. I'm not in a rush to find him. Like, he's there, and it's okay, because he will come and it'll be great. This may not make any sense, but I hope it does. So yeah, it was definitely a transition, having to go from being with somebody all the time to being solo again, being alone. I guess some thoughts or advice, whatever you want to call it, that I have for those that had just gone through a breakup. One thing you shouldn't do is look at the other person's social medias, because it's just going to cause more problems for you. It's going to be harder for you to move on. It's going to be harder for you to digest things right there in the moment, because what's going to happen is you're going to look at the other person's social media and you're going to see that they're, you know, out with friends, or they're out, you know, doing whatever it is they're doing, and, you know, enjoying their life without you, when in reality you have no clue what they're going through. And then you start to paint these crazy pictures in your head, like, oh, they already got a new boyfriend or girlfriend, and it's just not, it's not healthy. So just kind of ease up on the social media. Maybe not look at their social media for at least 6 months, until you think you're ready to handle seeing them going out, or, you know, maybe with another girl or guy or whatever it is. And the reason I say that about, you know, seeing them happy was because if you truly love somebody, and if you truly love that person, then seeing them having fun, seeing them happy with another person, and feeling happy for them is the ultimate sign of love that you could give somebody, if that makes sense. Because how could you love somebody if it makes you mad that they're happy and that they're enjoying life and they're able to enjoy other people without you? That just doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And so I think your heart really needs some time to heal until you're able to see, you know, those types of things online on social media. And so one of the last points I wanted to make was our life and our emotions and our self-love, our stability, it's kind of like having a table, all right? And so we have friends as one leg of the table, we have family, we have our boyfriend or girlfriend as another leg, right? And so what we need in our life is we need stability. We want to feel loved. We need stability with that table. So we want all of our pillars, we want all of our legs to be strong. And when something happens to one of those things, one of those legs, whether it's family, whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friends, if one of those goes away, our table gets unstable, right? Because, you know, one of those things that we really love is gone. And so, you know, it's shaky, right? And so what I've discovered is you never want to rely on one leg or one pillar too much, because that's the thing. There's going to be a point in life, you know, heartbreak is is inevitable. It's going to happen. So there's going to be another point in our lives where our friends go away, our parents, our boyfriends, our girlfriends. It's inevitable. So that is why my advice is to build one center, one leg, one marble pillar so strong that you are satisfied with the situation of your life no matter what, okay? No matter what goes down. I mean, that's not to say you're never gonna feel sad again, but that's just to say that you are strong in your self-love and being independent. I guess those are the main points that I wanted to make in this video. I didn't want to make it too long, just kind of wanted to share some of my thoughts. You know, the past 3 weeks, you know, have been, like I said, I mentioned in business, it's been hard. It's been very hard. I've definitely taken lots of time off. Sorry if I took a long time to answer your emails or, you know, messages on Instagram, Facebook, but I just really needed that time to reflect. And, you know, it still might take me a little bit more time to get back on track to where I was, you know, putting in those 8-10 hour days. But, you know, it's okay. It's okay to take a step back and fill your cup, to make sure your cup is full to share with your family, your loved ones, that future somebody, or that somebody that you're in a relationship right now. It's okay to take a break, because ultimately your health is number one. If you don't have your health, then you have nothing. Maybe let me know in the comments if, you know, you've recently gone through something in a relationship, or share a story that you went through with a girl or a guy, or a breakup. You know, how long it took you to bounce back. And, you know, I appreciate you guys, and appreciate all the love that you've shown to my channel and the support that you guys give me. But just wanted to share this moment in my life, because I think it's important. I know there'll be somebody out there that can relate, and that will probably take some value out of me sharing my breakup and that type of thing. So with that being said, have an amazing day, and I plan to get back on the grind. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because I'm going to be posting quite a bit, like I was before, closer to 4 or 5 times a week. Alright everybody, take care.